Hey family, if you'd like to book a personal reading, all the details are in the description box below, or you can scan here for ease of access. Hello everyone, welcome to Onyx Earth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. So we're back with another pick a card reading. It's timeless, it's love-based. Let's see your secret admirer. So I just want to give you a little bit of background. This is the first time in a really long time that I've sat down comfortably and made like extra time to do a love reading. Okay, and like when I say taking my time, I mean like normally the extra preparation that I've done would be for like a lifting the veil reading, a skeleton key reading, or even like those spirit animal bird readings. Yeah, the air just came on, fans on, so you're seeing incense flying, clearing the table, and I love it because everything that we're about to talk about is very interesting. Like I'm very intrigued about what's going to come out in this secret admirer reading. We may get a lot of love, non-love indicators because look at my table. Okay? So just prepare yourselves. If you want love specific, I have a million decks. We will get your love reading, okay? But like be open to other things just because I don't know, the energy is a little bit different. And when it's different like that, we get messages that we need on top of what we're looking for, okay? So how do we get to the secret admirer reading today? You can already tell I had options, right? I have thumbnails made. It's the woo-woo season. I've got all kinds of fall, like Halloween-esque themed ones. I've got like a latte love pumpkin. I've got that I'm a vibe pumpkin. I've got a revamped herbal latte. I've even got a new muffin version of the Making Memories thumbnail. So like I've got things cooking, okay? And in me doing that, I'm like, do I want to use that deck? Do I want to use the second tarot? Like I'm taking my time today so I can really get a feel for what we're doing, okay? And so I'm like, what's the best way to decide? Let's pull cards and see. Let's ask this deck if it kind of wants to be used. If you're new here, I do personify my tools. I know they're not like talking to me and things like that, but like we that's how we describe the energy when it hits the table, right? So we got the Four of Wands maturing and strength upright. Strength is patience, which here, right? Here, and then it's also ruled by Leo, fifth house, joy, pleasure, fun, romance, all of the things we talk about a lot on this channel, right? Four wands would be like kind of a maturing of a home, like a stabilizing of a home, like a family. It's the wedding card, so I'm like, oh, okay, we're gonna talk about all of the things that we normally talk about. That's not helpful, so I pull out this other deck to support it, and I'm like, look at all of this yellow gold, a la the lion, Leo the lion-esque. So there's a heavy Leo presence. I don't know if that's the lunar cycle. I don't know if that's like some of your placements. It's just a strong vibe. But again, the reality is a lot of the concepts we talk about day to day, Leo-esque energy, when we talk about personality and just joy, pleasure, entertainment, romance, like all the things that you guys like about love and these love readings is fifth house associated, right? Even when you watch these for entertainment, fifth house entertainment, right? So that's our theme, and that's a huge deal. Now I know that's such a frivolous meaning of the channel, right? But as I sat with it, I'm like, okay, well, which specific reading? I knew that the secret admirer thumbnail was already kind of prominently yellow and gold, but a lot of my things are right now in this fall season. So I did acknowledge that this yellow pantsy is in fact a pile already on the channel. Go to it if you feel called. If this energy is calling you, if this thumbnail specifically called you because of like the coloring and how bright it is, that you have a pile in that reading, it may specifically be the yellow pantsy. Why? Because that was a Lionsgate reading. Okay, I checked because I didn't want to make this extra long, and I already knew the story was going to be long. Okay, this the secret admirer reading that this seems to be referencing is a Lionsgate 88. So if you want to search on the channel, that's what you need to search, Lionsgate readings. I actually think the first skeleton key reading was born during that period as well. Okay, and it was last year. Okay, I don't know what it says because again it was really long time ago, but this will be connected there. And I say that because in me knowing I wanted like that this thumbnail was going to be that scheme, I have a marigold. It's that time of year, right? And I know there's a marigold in that same reading where this yellow pansy is. So some of you, especially if you're here for the marigold, that marigold may actually be yours. I wasn't even thinking of that until I started to like explain to you, the viewers, what's happening on the table. So again, the other yellow gold secret admirer reading is definitely some messages there for you. Go, 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 go. Lionsgate 88 from 2023. Okay. All right. So beginnings, patience, and pride will all be key themes. But again, this is all very much Leo-esque energy. So something about Leo season, Leo transits. Period. The end. It could, like I said, it could be people transiting you, or it could be the actual planets in the sky. But Leo transits, whether it's sun, moon, Venus, Mars, whatever, will be key for this particular reading. All right. And or because I'll let you guys know that are new, since this is already long. If you're new here, I read as well as channel past, present, as well as incoming energy as it relates to our questions. I read from a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow, and you often have to find yourself in that lesson, in that journey. Okay, so maybe that reading is relevant here. Okay, maybe that reading is relevant now for some of you finding the channel, or even if you haven't, go back. Okay, so we will still have that herbal latte honey reading. We will still have I mentioned, I think, the muffin reading. All of those readings will still happen. It's just that this one is the one that needs me to sit down, be open to the messages, because I have no idea what's going to come out. But again, it has a strong, heavier presence than normal. So this will not be a frivolous love reading. It may actually be longer than I've been doing lately. We may be going back to how long these readings were last year this time. So I'm excited. I'm going to even try to remember to throw my dice. I'm even going to try to remember to throw my dice. So, all right, let's get into the secret admirer reading. Let me get back to our thumbnail so I can call out our piles. To see, I want to call out the title again, just so that everybody's set to pick their piles based on the question, right? Who has a secret crush on you? What's their next move, if any, right? Let's just check in with love. For some reason, again, the energy is like, I don't know. I feel like as I'm channeling, we're completely overreacting to the reading. Okay, so that could be energy already stepping in with these people. Okay, so for those of you that are new here, for those of you that are visually impaired, again, overreacting to the energy, I don't know what's going on. For those of you that are visually impaired, or if you simply like to choose based on me verbally describing each pile, let's do it now. Pile number 1 is actually one that we did already. I actually think it was the last secret admirer reading, so go back if you're called to it, because I call it the Burgundy Dahlia, which it is in fact Burgundy, but it is an Oxblood Dahlia. I think that sounds woo-woo. We're rolling with it. So pile 1 will be the Oxblood Burgundy Dahlia. All right, pile number 2 is the orange Coneflower, and I do believe there's another one on the channel, not orange. Pile number 3 is the golden Moth Orchids. There are also orchids on the channel. You guys, I did not plan this. I'm just now realizing that these are all like repeat flowers. And then pile number 4 is the orange marigolds, okay? Which are also on the channel. I think it's on the reading we talked about. So something about the past already. So take your time in picking your piles. You already have messages that you know you can go back to. It's all in the playlist, guys. It's all in the playlist. So this is, again, the energy is heavy. I don't normally like ramble more after I call out the piles, but take your time picking your piles and then explore the other related possibly piles that call you in this playlist, because something about it, I don't know, it may even be like a revisiting of the past. Okay, or maybe ascending beyond it and closing karmic cycles, because that could be what's happening here as well. We are in eclipse season. All right, so take your times. I don't normally do this, but I'm thinking I might even like put it up now as I'm talking, so all of this rambling, so that you can really stare at it more, because I don't know what that is and why it's like that. Okay, so I'll give you a moment to make your selection. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. All right, pile number 1, my Oxblood Burgundy Dahlia. Let's see who has a secret crush on you and any potential next moves that they may have. Now, for those of you that are new, I read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I often read from a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson and the journey. I heard somebody say, why you always say that? Well, people complain and get mad at me in the comments because they don't want me to actually read the energy. They want me to tell them what they want to hear, which I don't do because I don't even know how to lie like that. Not when I'm channeling. So I said I often, so I don't know. This may be a very polarizing pile. Like it may have a very clear light or shadow instead of both. I'm intrigued. I'm very much so intrigued. I decided as I was saying the intro that I was going to throw your dice first. So let's get it out of the way and see. That's the most interesting thing that has ever happened as I threw the dice. I'm just going to let you see what I'm talking about here. That way you can see. I'm going to slide all this back. I'm not worried about the table. It's fine. I use this table because I don't care about it. Like it's fine. So look where that landed. You see what I'm saying? So we've got 12th house. Things are moving. People are closing doors. No one's home but me. That's freaky. And then we got Taurus energy. Okay. Combination feels like hidden wealth, right? 12th house, and it makes sense because look how you're look at this. Okay, so this is for those of you that are new. This is my first time like using the dice in this way and actively reading it. So you get to start a new cycle with us. Look at you. But the 12th house and Taurus feels like hidden wealth, hidden assets, right? Like things that like, because again, Taurus is second house, right? Your assets, your money, your value, things you value, your self-worth, all of those things, all of the tangible material things. Okay, which is funny because that other dice threw itself with all of these crystals. I'm not going to call all of them out. This is the big one is a honey calcite. Okay, but maybe if you recognize any of those, you may need it. But what I find really eerie, okay? So here's what's eerie because I can actually see what it is. We talk about the 12th house being hidden things, right? It's the aspects of ourselves we don't want to face and things like that. It talks about hidden allies. It talks about hidden enemies and things like that, which it literally rules your secret admirers. Neptune, the planet that rules that house. So I like it. It's still a little bit freaky because, like, again, this whole stack threw itself in that stack of crystals that's at the top of the table, which is a little odd for me. But it talks about secret admirers in a love sense, right? Taurus is ruled by the planet of love and beauty and things like that. It's the sign of indulgence, right? People often associate it with greed. And like, I don't know, like it just feels like secret admirer prominently energy. And it's like, why does that need to be called out? Because that's literally why we sat here. So some of you needed confirmation. Yes, someone is like admiring you in secret in the best way, because I associate Taurus energy again with things that we value. So I normally, and look, I couldn't even get my things together because this reading is so chaotic, right? I should have went and got some extra coffee or something for this reading because the energy is like high in a way that I'm having a little bit of difficulty keeping up with. I lead these readings with who you would be most interested in. So like if you have 5 secret admirers, I do not really care about the ones that you wouldn't be interested in unless it's like some type of red flag that you need to be aware of, right? Like if it's potential dangers and things like that. I let you know about those types of things when I see them. But this is a key indicator that yes, you have a secret admirer that you would see worth in, that you would see value in. So I'm gonna put it over there. Yeah, I'll put it over there. And then we will revisit that because Neptune and 12th house, literally hidden things, okay? So I'm gonna pull your overview and then we'll get to it. So tell me more about this Oxblood Dahlia, because I already can feel that this pile has a lot of attachments. a lot of attachments. That's a combination of like a lot of people admiring you. But I am getting that energetic wave of all of the positive things. So I get a positive energetic wave that you may not even realize is around you. Like you have an admirer that's the best in a way that you may not even realize, right? Like you don't see it clearly. You're not seeing it clearly because I was even holding the deck upside down. So tell me who has a secret crush on my pile number 1, my Oxblood Dahlia. Who is secretly admiring my Oxblood Dahlia, and what is their next move? It'll be a very clear move. Whatever the move is, it'll be clear. They may even out themselves, because this doesn't feel like someone that has outed themselves. This could be someone with Taurus, with Venus ruled energy in their 12th house, right? We got endurance, which talks about cactus. It's called the cactus. It's prickly energy. Let me put it back. Let me put it back. Look, I'm messing up. Look at me. Where are you? There we go. Because I don't want to forget what was here. Someone that may be a little bit clumsy. Serenity. Hey, look at you. So this is lavender-based energy. Someone that endures in the most easygoing way. I'm trying to figure out how to structure this. Just bear with me. Bear with me. There we go. The candle we are burning today on the table. Look at us. Serenity. That's what we've got. It's actually rose and black currant. It's got rose quartz in it. So check me out. I'm telling you, I'm tapped in for you guys. Those of you that really love the love readings are going to get something great today if you have the patience to just help me, like to sit with me as I ground the energy, because it is a lot. All right. So serenity and endurance. So this is someone that may, it feels like like someone that may kind of keep to themselves a little bit, like really, really quiet. Like even when they're going through troubles, they don't say much. Like this is someone that you would never know is struggling. Okay. Like this is a person that truly you would never know that they were struggling. They just endure and they maintain, like I heard a word of boundary, but they just maintain an aura and even an appearance of peace and serenity, even in the most turbulent of times. Okay. So that's this person, right? And that could be why we have that 12th house Neptune based energy that came on there. Because again, planet rules that house. That's things that we hide, things that we, it rules illusions and fantasies. So this is 100% a person that would have a facade of being 100% fine, even when they're not. And I don't know if that's relevant to who's secretly admiring you, beyond if you know someone that kind of just has this vibe of having it together all the time. That could be who we're talking about, or as someone incoming, right, that kind of introduces themselves, that has that vibe of having it together all the time, just never being bothered, never being worried, never being put off, right? Like never skipping a beat, just always being efficient and all of those things like that. It's kind of like those people that don't take off work, even when chaotic things happen like that. That's what it feels like, okay? So let me pull from my tarot. Who's secretly admiring my pile number 1, my Oxblood Dahlia? Who's secretly admiring my Oxblood Dahlia, and what is their next move? What I like is I feel like my dice cut through to a very specific person. I like it. Like it grounded the energy. I guess by being like a physical tool that I had to like throw on the table, it grounded this pile. And it was like, okay, yeah, lots of people like pile 1. Lots of people are into this Oxblood Dahlia, but throw the dice. We're hitting one specific person. Let's tap in with this one specific person. So that could be relevant the way that I'm saying it, because I don't normally read like that. Got the 7 of Wands. So 7 of Wands is loner energy. It is someone that kind of fights their battles indoors a little bit alone, right? It is. Could be someone that kind of prioritizes their peace. That's why they're like that. But 7 of Wands is, yeah, you get a victory at the end, but it's kind of like a me against the world vibe, okay? Like it is a person that is like, I got this. I don't have a choice but to have it, because it's literally me against the world. I know that sounds excessive, but this seems to be a person that often has to go it alone. It feels like someone that knows that they have to just persevere because they don't have anybody else to really support them in a way that maybe I heard the words support other people, but it just feels like someone that knows that like if they don't endure, it's just like what else is gonna happen? They have to fight, they have to like conquer to get the results that they want in life. Okay, it doesn't sound sad or shadowy in any way. It just feels like someone that's like, listen, I don't have anybody. It's literally just me. I got this. So that's this person. Tell me more about who's secret admiring my Oxblood Dahlia and what's their next move. I do get a strong, enduring energy coming through. So I do see someone being active. Our Four of Wands is here. Okay. You see. Feels like someone that may have recently moved, right? Seven of Wands is very active, moving, like even though it's depicted as like a war and fighting actual people, it could truly just be conquering tasks, if that makes sense. So someone that really like knocks out tasks in a really speedy manner, like I did this, I did this, I did this, checklist gone, right? Like I've closed out that list, it's time to start a new one. New place, new space. That's kind of the vibe of this person stepping onto the table. Okay, so it could be someone that's new to somewhere else or new to near you. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So I'm gonna take this one since it's poking out in the bottom, and we'll see what else we're talking about this person. Seven of Cups talks about options. Yeah, it's someone that's really just kind of I don't say all over the place. It feels busy, right? Seven of Wands, I mentioned, kind of fighting a battle on your own, you'll win, but it's like slightly overwhelming because you're basically you're outnumbered. You're taking on 6 other people, you're taking on double the work, things like that, especially when we talk about new situations and settings and having a lot to do and a lot to prioritize and a lot going on with that Seven of Cups, right? Because that's a lot of options, okay? This also talks about you having a lot of secret admirers, you having a lot of options. You may have up to 7 individuals that are actively secretly admiring you in a way where they may have some romantic depth to it, right? Like some crush like energy on you, okay? All right, we got the Nine of Swords. This is someone that really that's that antsy energy. This could be a person like just with bad nerves. This is someone that may be a little antsy. I don't know if they're that way by nature or if it's just their situation. Could be a current situation because I talk about a lot of tasks, a lot of things going on, a lot of moving pieces, a lot of options, right? And stabilizing in a new place, possibly. Like we talk about moving, and it doesn't have to be like the move could be in either. It could be like a move of like home, a move of like city, country, or it could even just be like a move of like jobs, careers, like, right, like something shifted, something changed, something is new, like a new marriage of some form in this person's life. Okay, so let's see more. I'm gonna pull from the Moonology. Let's see, tell me more about this Oxblood Dahlia. Who's secretly admiring this person and what is their next move? Nine of Swords is like a night owl, someone that doesn't really sleep that up much, someone that just really like probably up working and thinking about all of the things with the Seven of Cups that they have to do in all of their projects and working on them. Need more about my pile number 1, my Oxblood Dahlia, please. Take time to breathe out. So this is someone that's either in chaos and doesn't have to be as dramatic as I'm making it, some form of chaos, some sort of really, really busy period that they're enduring through, or they're stepping out of that and they're taking space, they're taking a break to wind down from it. I heard wind down, could be that from it, okay? When we talk about serenity. And we have nothing yet and set in stone. Talks about transition. Seven of Wands is a card of transition. Four of Wands is just the grounding. Like it's literally stepping out of transition. It's still transition to me because once you like, if we think of that like the wedding card and the moving into a new home. But once you like get married, you still got to sign paperwork. You still got to move all your stuff. Like it's not stable yet, right? It's the beginning of stability. Seven of Cups talks about all of the options towards stability, and Nine of Swords is just chaos in the mind. So Nothing is yet set in stone. Taking time to breathe out. This could be someone taking a break as they prepare to complete some sort of project, some type of task, close some type of era in life. Like it feels like someone that's really, really busy. But in all of this busy and chaotic energy, they still have time to be like interested in you and secretly admiring you in some form. Whether they see you day to day in the midst of all of this chaos, or they're just thinking of you a lot with Serenity and the Nine of Swords. Okay, so what's next? I'm gonna pull from this one. Tell me about this Oxblood Dahlia. Who has a secret crush on my Oxblood Dahlia? What is their next move? Potentially, please. Tell me about this person. Hey, this person sees you as their soulmate. And they may be, because I didn't ask, like, I said who has a secret crush on you and potential next move. And it gave me soulmate. So someone you have a soul connection with, soul contract with, potential life partner in partnership, okay? So I love that here. We got seduction, attraction, teasing, hooking, update, third party temptation. Some of you, this is someone that would be a third party or would create a third party, or could be, because again, I mentioned at least, I said up to 7 people. There's definitely someone here you would not be interested in and would not want to hear from. Okay. We got not today, boundaries hurt, avoiding conversations, not dealing, still upset. Yeah, someone that you see that? There's someone on the table that you just would not be interested in hearing from at all. They're not the loudest. The loudest is this other person, okay? So tell me, I'll take these two and the bottom. Healthy choices, self-love, self-care, being happier, loving life. So yes, feels like someone trying to get their life together. Like the one that you would be interested in is like someone that's really trying to get their life together, okay? And then we have the butterfly, evolving growth. I mentioned that. Next phase, healing inner child, releasing the past. So someone that's closing a cycle, really shifting its chaos. Okay, the one you would be interested in, it feels like hidden chaos. I'm not gonna lie. If it, like not in, I'm not saying it's not bad. I'm not even saying that it's good. It just feels like chaos and closing some sort of a cycle this person's doing. But they are prioritizing self-care and grounding and themselves while still being very actively interested in you. So that's why they're secretly admiring you. So if you know who this is, and even if you don't, you'll most likely find out once this person stabilizes and grounds. That's what I'm getting, okay? Because self-indulgence says self-worth and value, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. So we have healing, releasing the past, healing inner child, self-love, self-care, self-worth and value, and we got shadow work. Like we got a lot of things. And then even with soulmates, not today, healthy choices, the butterfly feels like this is a person that's like, I see this Oxblood Dahlia as a soulmate that I could really, be lifelong with, possibly marry. Definitely a realistic option, but right now is not the best time for me because I have to prioritize closing a cycle and doing these things that I need to take care of and myself. That's kind of where it is, okay? So look at you. I'll pull these love decks, and then I'll pull my lemon pop today because we, it's a different type of energy, and then I will get you some advice on this person. And how to proceed when you figure out who this is, or as you realize who this is, okay? So far, I don't really have any signs on my table. Normally I get, I have mutable signs. This could be a person with mutable placements in any form. So my mutable signs are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. So that could be dominant energy on my table. I'll take this one, this one, this one, and the bottom. Tell me about this person. Hey, you know what? I think you'll see and hear from this person like sooner than you expect. Not as quickly as you maybe would like, because I'm mentioning like this is someone you would be interested in. So like if you're like, oh yeah, I know who this is, I would be interested, you're not gonna hear from them like obviously not today, right? Yeah, like I'm like clearing energy, struggling to breathe. I got incense blowing in my face. We're going through it over here. But very soon, right? Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you. Now, some of you, the choice is actually a little more up to you. When we talk about this person's next move, some of you, this not this person's next move, okay? If you know who this is, some of you, it's like clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now like the option on your end. I don't know that I've read that like that, but I have retreat, I have take time out. Like this person seems to be in isolation a little bit. It's time to disconnect from the world, right? Or they will be stepping into this period very soon. Because remember, past, present, and coming. Some of you, this person stepping into whatever this moving, shifting chaos is, right? And obviously they would have to figure all of that out, then ground, then retreat. Others of you, this person's actively in that right now, and they will step into a retreat. Others of you, this person has retreated from all of this energy, okay? We talk about hidden, when we talk about, because all of this grounding and chaos and moving parts, Neptune, 12th house, again, hidden things, hidden allies, hidden enemies, just things that we keep to ourselves. Taurus rules all of our stability, like our actual stability and our grounded energy, okay? And things that affect that, like in the 12th house, it's any type of limitations or advantages when we talk about materials. So all of that would be things. I'm telling all this person's business. Past life relationship, you've known each other before, so this would be someone, maybe I feel like you've interacted with this person on some level, and if not, then that just means that it's gonna feel like you've known each other. Now you know this person. This isn't like some random stranger, because I'm like, where would that apply? The only way that would apply would be like random person you've never met on the internet. This is not that pile at all. This is someone that you've seen and interacted with before. Okay, you've definitely seen and interacted with this person before. Okay. I'm just trying to see if I'm getting everything with that. We got, hey, look at you. See, I told you. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So all I'm hearing from in this person's energy is, okay, who has a secret crush on you? I describe a little bit. It's chaos, shifting, moving, grounding, stabilizing, break and rest, and then boom, this person will let you know. Okay, that seems to be the steps. And again, you're all at different stages of the steps, but I'm getting, right, very soon this person's gonna retreat, and then after the retreat, we got past life relationship reconciliation, someone kind of popping up from your past, okay, that you would be interested in. And there is that side where there's at least one person you wouldn't be interested in that may do that as well, but it wasn't loud enough for me to prioritize. So if anything, I got like up to 7 people, at least one of them that you wouldn't want to hear from, that may think about interacting with you, and they may never do it. You know, another one may be brazen enough to try, and then that dominant one that you would really truly be interested in, kind of not being around. If you know who this is, and even if you're not, like, if it's not forefront of your mind, when they come in, you'll be like, you know what, I haven't seen this person in so long. You know what I mean? Like, that's the vibe I'm getting for this pile. So, because it's gonna feel like a reconciliation, like I haven't seen you in so long, like I forgot all about you. You know what I mean? Or I had wondered where you were. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of the energy I'm getting with this person. So tell me more about this Oxblood Dahlia. Give me one. Yeah, so it's funny because I was already seeing, because I'm in front of a window, right? I can see, I'm near a window. So I was seeing butterflies outside my window, and that may be a key theme because you got it 2 times. Now, butterflies, they represent transformation, death and rebirth. It's like, right, caterpillar's journey to a butterfly is like, again, evolving, growth, next phase, healing, inner child, releasing past. So this is someone that when they step in, they may be different from what you remember, since there's all of these past influences. Like, you may not recognize this person in a really good way, okay, because it says enjoy the overwhelming excitement and bliss of new or old love. But this is definitely someone you've been interested in before, I feel, or you at least found them like attractive, okay, with this. So let me see to the bottom. Yeah, see, enchanted love, a sacred bond that is divinely guided and harmonious. We do have the soulmates, right? Like, it may even be someone that you had an opportunity to to deal with on a romantic level that you just didn't at whatever period of time. Okay, like I get that vibe as well. as your dominant person on the table. So let me pull this last one and I'll close you out with your advice. Tell me more about this Oxblood Dahlia. Who has a secret crush on my Oxblood Dahlia? And any more indications of the next move? Just to remind everybody in this pile, I see someone kind of dealing with their personal stuff and then kind of taking a step back after that, and then once they kind of ground and stabilize, that's where we get like reconciliation, whatever. And I know reconciliation is a loud word for like someone you've not dealt with on a romantic level, but like a circling back, whether intentionally so or a move or circumstance based, right? Like where they just kind of end up in the same situation as you, because that's possible as well. Tell me, hey, look at you. We got an incoming energy of the parrot. Bright, vivacious, happy, loud, and colorful. This is a very, this person, like, I feel like this means that this person is very loud energetically, right? For you. So, like, this is someone that would stand out to you, would be very clear to you. I have a parrot reading. I have, I mentioned in the intro, for those of you that watched that part, this energy of this reading felt very much so like the non-love readings. Okay, like very much so like the non-love readings. I most recently did a bird spirit animal reading with a traditional parrot. Now I also have an African gray parrot if you're interested, or if that's been your pile, but this parrot may definitely have a message for you. May definitely have a message for you. Okay. This also talks about the next move very soon. Like once this person stabilizes and ground, when they come in, it will be very bright, very vivacious, very happy, very excited. So like, I don't know what this person's energy is now, if you even know who I'm talking about, but when they step in, you don't have to know who I'm talking about right now. You will when it happens. You'll be like, this person's energy's a little lighter than I remember them being. Like they're a little more like open and like stand out a little more. Like the energy will be a little bit, yeah, different. I'm like sliding the cards all over the place. Okay, at the bottom, yeah, because we got introspection, meditation, relaxation, the hermit. So yeah, I mentioned that. I did, because like I talked about this person kind of being like to themselves, keeping to themselves a lot, right? This person's going to be a lot more open. It's funny because if you go to those non-love readings, I will not pressure you to. They're free and very helpful to everyone that does. But the story surrounding this parrot, and the connection to the African gray parrot and the backstory there, especially when we talk about like the connection to like Oshun, like that's been a prominent theme on the channel, makes sense. This actually may be this person's journey. Look at you getting all this person's business. Let me know when they step in. I'll get your advice and close you out. It's actually worth the 27, 28 minutes that I've been sitting here, because like I got all this person's business. It doesn't feel invasive though, so good for you. Good for you. Honestly, it feels like a secret admirer that would actually want you to kind of know. It's just the personality just is not allowed personality naturally, at least not yet. At least not yet. Okay. Growth of energy. Yeah, so your advice, and this is a dual meeting. We have willpower. Growth of energy talks about this person's really getting their energy up. I don't know what's going on, but it just feels like someone needing to regain some energy, which makes sense because this is really busy, possibly potential burnt out energy. But you should actually prioritize yourself. You should actually be growing your own energy and building yourself up as well, and focusing on your own personal willpower, because willpower is I, me. Okay, so your advice is to make sure that you're the best version of yourself, right? Continue to prioritize all of your growth and your elevation and evolution. Like I mix those two words, right? And things are going to work out, because it just feels like someone that's prioritizing the self. And if you're interested in love, like, I mean, you have other options. I don't know if you want them, but you have them on the table. But your advice is really to build yourself up a little bit, okay? So that is all I have for you today, my Oxblood Dahlia. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 2, my loud, chaotic pile. I'll tell you why in a second. Let me just get my intro together, okay? This is my orange coneflower. If you chose it, welcome. Something good is gonna come. There's some chaos that we would need to work through, but something good is gonna come. So sit tight, bear with me as we work through this energy and see who's secretly admiring you and the potential next moves. For those of you that are new, I read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I read a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson and the journey. And this pile specifically needed that because it's a lot already. It's a lot. That's why we got cards all over the place scattered. I need to throw your dice, but I will in a second. You got hope here. And as I was cleansing, there's a heavy energy of manifestation. Now, light, shadow, I don't know yet because the energy is so loud that I need to cut through. But there's at least one person. Red flag came out of two different decks that you need to just leave it where it is, right? When it comes to secret admirers, right? We have someone that's very hopeful, someone that wants to manifest you. Now, normally I'm like, don't worry about it. If you're like, typically don't worry about it. The reason why I mention is because obviously you want to know, but also the only people that would need to worry about it are people that kind of lack boundaries, people that have difficulty asserting said boundaries, right? So if you know you struggle with boundaries in the 3D, then obviously as above, so below, you struggle with them in the higher realms as well. And some of you, whether you're self-aware enough to realize that or not, if you lack energetic boundaries, just be cognizant of that, because someone tapping into your energy like that or trying to is draining, right? In the worst sense, where it's not, where there's a lack of consent, okay? There we are, there we go. So just watch that, two cards threw themselves out of the tarot deck as I was cleansing for you. They're both the number 8. So you got the 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. Talks about someone that is working. Honestly, now that I'm looking at that, watch it with someone that may be praying, trying to manifest, like just honestly, energetic boundaries, energy clearings, things like that. I'm like, this is not a fear-mongering channel. Like, it's really not. Don't stress about it, but if your energy feels a little low, that may be why, okay? Because working, right, very quickly, very active energy, that's what this combination is. But the main person that's so loud that can't wait to get on the table is someone that is hardworking, that prioritizes efficiency, that always wants to know that they're working towards something that makes sense, that works really well. 8 of Wands is very active. It's very, I don't want to say aggressive because that sounds possibly negative, but it's more decisive, right? Direct, clear, and okay, everything makes sense. Let's ride. That's this personality, okay? 8 rules like authority. It rules like, industries, things like that. So someone that may be a little more on the professional side, if that makes sense. All right, got justice here. Scales of balance. I don't even know why I pulled that. It just scales of balance. It actually rules like legalities, diplomacies, things that I've kind of talked about right here. It was a sign of Libra, and as well as contracts and what not. So I'm gonna put you back over here because I want to throw that dice. I want to get a card from that deck before we get into the tarot. But just be cognizant of that person that is really like actively observing you in some way, on some level. They think you're great, but it's someone that you would not be interested in. They think you're great, you're someone that they aspire to, but like it's not someone that you should be entertaining, whether it's someone you know or not. Now, with the red flags, it could go either way. Like some of you, it's someone that is just a walking red flag, like whether you had the discernment to realize that or not, that you should steer clear of. Like, and others of you, it's someone that you know historically it's not a thing. You need to leave it alone, okay? I'm gonna throw your dice. I'm actually gonna cleanse your dice really quick. I'm actually gonna cleanse your deck really quick, because here we also try to lead with the energy that you would be most interested in, even though the prominent energy steps through, because you always need to know when somebody chaotic is tapping into your energy, right? So let me see for my orange coneflower. What do we got here? So that's, so Uranus, Pluto energy, okay? So Uranus is Aquarius, Pluto is Scorpio. Okay. Could be someone with both placements. Okay. Could be one placement is one person, one place is the other, because I flipped over to the Pluto from Uranus. And I say that because that's Pluto in Aquarius. And Aquarius is the sign that rules Uranus. Okay, so Aquarius energy is very prominent on the pile, right? So when we talk about people that may be a little more forward moving, right? They like to be ahead of the curve. People that are a little more unique, a little more quirky, again, ahead of their time, very innovative, discovery based people. Okay. Talks about shocks, talks about surprises. So anyone that has shocked or surprised you in the best and or worst ways would be on your table. And we also have house 2, which talks about your stability, your assets, your money. Okay. Pluto rules 8th house inheritances, debts, and inheritances. This is the second house that rules your money. And then Aquarius rules shocks and surprises. So any good or bad things associated with those things, these are the people that are on your table admiring you. All right. So anything that happened as Pluto was shifting into Aquarius would be relevant now. I know astrology a little bit. So when we shifting Uranus, which rules the sign of Aquarius, over to the planet that is actually starting that cycle, that next phase of Pluto, that's the thing. Pluto in Aquarius will be monumental here. Okay. And I have a distinct energy too. Okay. So I'm going to slide you over here in this corner so we can pull these cards. All right. Tell me about my orange coneflower. Who has a secret crush on my orange coneflower? Who's secretly admiring them? What are their potential next move, please, for my orange coneflower? This is it's missing a stem. I will say, did that flip over on its own, or was that in there like that? Because I was looking at the thumbnail. It is what it is. We're taking it how it is. We've got gratitude, which is bluebell brimstone. So some of you, there's someone that's very, very grateful for you. Okay. And or someone you would be very grateful for. So relinquishing that shadow, right? We've got this gratitude-based energy on my table. So let me see. Magnificence, bird of paradise, common, mother of pearl. Yeah, so this is someone that just sees you as such a great person. All right, like they see you as great and they're very grateful for you in the most magnificent of ways. Like, I don't know, like this is someone that sees you as amazing. Okay, very unique, very like shocking, right? Something about you is out of the ordinary for them. Okay, so let me pull from this tarot deck and tell me more about who is secretly admiring my orange coneflower. I do have another one of these on the channel. There is a playlist. I will try to link it in the description box for you. Tell me about this orange coneflower. The Empress, look at you. All right, so this is someone that either sees you as the Empress, or you would see them as the Empress, right? Polarity, right? It's a lot of you here that identify in a variety of ways. So I love to see that. This is actually the sign ruled by the sign that rules that second house, which is Taurus. Okay, so we've got Taurus-based energy on the table. We actually have both signs ruled by the planet of Venus touching the table. All right, now this Taurus energy talks about someone that just sees you as the most amazing type of person. And I even heard some of you, they aspire to be more like you. So that's it could be love-based, but that doesn't have to be, because all of your dominant secret admirers will slip in if they're loud enough, right? But what I love here is that person on the table that you would be most interested in sees you as like everything and then some. Literally, like I don't even know another way to describe it. I really don't, because like they're like, yeah, no, pile 2, this orange coneflower is exceptional. All right, Queen of Wands. I reference the manifestation factor, so just watch it when we talk about people that are like, that you wouldn't be interested in, right? Because we have Queen of Wands here and like it looks like workings, right? So just be cognizant of that. All right. And then let me get one more in the bottom, and I'll see more about who this is, who has a secret crush on my pal too, who is secretly admiring them, and what is their potential next move. Some of you, like I heard distinctly, I'm gonna take this one. There's at least one person trying to like manifest you back into their life. I've got the Hermit here. Okay, studying and all the things. We talk about someone that is kind of to themselves, that tends to isolate a little bit, ruled by the sign of Virgo, right? And sixth house of like routine and things like that. This is someone that diligently admires you, okay? And I feel like more than one of these people is diligently admiring you, studying you in a sense, right? Like this is kind of a vibe of like, for example, a good way to describe this type of admiration would be someone that kind of goes to themselves at home and like stalks your social media, right? That's what I'm getting on the table, okay? So I've got the Five of Swords in reverse, which I like to see. Five of Swords talks about sabotaging, self-sabotaging, and things like that. So some of you, this is at least one person that's hoping they didn't self-sabotage by whatever history they have with you. I can see that. And then I also have someone, the dominant person that you would be interested in, actively like monitoring you in a way where they're like, I don't want to self-sabotage with the orange coneflower. Like I want to make sure I do things right when I interact with the orange coneflower. I want to make sure like I know what offends them, what doesn't offend them. Like as I'm interacting with them, I already want to be one step ahead. That's all that Aquarius energy. Like I want to be one step ahead every time I deal with the orange coneflower. Okay, so let's see what's at the bottom. We got the Six of Cups. Yeah, look at that, the little tea party and things like that. Definitely, because Six of Cups is past base energy. So who's all on your table? Lots of people from your past, romantic and not. And then also that person that's like, I remember pile 2, I'm really interested in pile 2, want to make sure I'm interacting the right way with pile 2. It's a person that takes themselves really seriously. Like they're either like this high and impressive energy, and it's kind of trying to make sure they maintain that image with you, or they see you as that and they're really concerned that like by them seeing you that way that they won't kind of measure up. So they're like, no, we're gonna do this by the book, we're gonna do this right, I'm gonna like really like figure out what makes pile 2 tick. That's what I've got. Okay, so let me see, tell me more about my pile. We got really stable and an analytical person here, like someone that's very, very grounded. Okay, so tell me about my pile 2. Who's secretly admiring my pile number 2? What's their next move? We got new moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. Feels like the next move is kind of like make sure you're comfortable, right? It feels like expressing gratitude where that's applicable, or doing things to make you feel grateful for them. Like it kind of is like I want pile 2 to see me as like someone worth investing time and energy into. That's what I'm getting, like making you comfortable, right? Like if you see this person out with friends, like they want to make sure your friends are comfortable, things like that as well. So we've got stepping out of your comfort zone, which is the North Node. This is someone that intends to step out of their comfort zone. I do get very I get kind of like to themselves vibe with the Hermit, and the Empress is kind of fixed sign energy, which is like a little more stable, a little more used to doing things a certain way. Like when we talk about Taurus energy, it's very like set in their ways. Like that's the vibe of that sign traditionally. So someone that's routine oriented and could even be the worst way, that they never really step out of their comfort zone. So this person's actively working on that, building up the comfort to do that by admiring you however they're doing that. Okay, could be even asking like people you care about you. Okay, so Let me pull more from the orange coneflower. Who's secretly admiring my orange coneflower? What is their potential next move? Some of you, this is very literal. This is someone that's gonna like step out of their comfort zone, and like if you don't talk to this person much, right? Like they may, like Six of Cups talks about someone like you used to see around a lot, or like someone that maybe used to interact with you more. Some of you, this person just gonna check in like, hey, how are you? How's your family? Like, right? Like, how are your friends? I haven't seen you in a while. Like, that's the thing. Or like just walk up to you and just ask you just how you're doing, because that's what we've got. Okay. I even heard like invite you to their comfort zone, if that makes sense. Yeah, this person's definitely gonna talk to you. Letter T could be relevant. I got a strong talking here, especially when we got somebody that's been hiding and observing you from afar. Because talking says interested, awaiting messages, text, calls, emails, talking more. And then we've got Teddy Bear, which is interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, want to date. Interested 2 times. So I'm going to take both of those, but I do want to pull one like I was intending to, and then we'll take the bottom. Okay, I will take these 2. So what about the number 2? Okay, is it definitely a thing? You pick pile 2. I don't know, it could be a life path, could be a birthday, could be symbolic in some way, but we got talking and Teddy Bear, someone that's really sweet and caring and nurturing with Cancer and Teddy Bear. This is someone that definitely loves comfort, prioritizes home and family, okay? Definitely prioritizes home and family and being comfortable. And this is someone that would like really want to be like cuddled up at home, right, with the Hermit. Okay, like this is an inside person. So we've got poker face. Okay, taking a chance, risks and options, not showing hand. Stepping out of your comfort zone is definitely something this person's planning to do. Okay, so I feel like you're going to definitely see this person. And we've got not today, boundaries and hurt, avoiding conversation, not dealing, still upset. So I've got 2. I've got one that's like, let me go for it. And I've got one that's like, ooh, let me avoid it because I'm going to have to be accountable. Right? Like you've got key energies in that way. Obviously the shadow is like needing to be accountable in some way. And like, I feel like there was a sense of guilt and shame. Okay, so and then with the lighter side, it was more of a I can't have a poker face today. Like that's what that feels like. It's like I can't do the poker face thing today. I have to be vulnerable and step out of my comfort zone, because otherwise the orange cone flower will never know that I like them, right? It feels like a vulnerability, okay, of like I'm gonna have to be a little more vulnerable and like expressive if I want to engage pile 2. All right, I've got coffee cup. I have coffee readings. Go check out those other love readings on my channel. But we've got meeting and talking. So you've got talking and interacting like 2 times, okay? Savoring the moment, feeling elevated, building friendship. So definitely wanting to engage you on a friendship level. Some of you, these are people, a person that wants to be friends with you. Whether there's a history that limits that potential or not, I see people on my table. So some of you have people that just like, hey, I really like pile 2, I think they're cool, maybe we could be cool, we could be friends. And then there's people that are like, I hope I didn't sabotage in a way that pile 2 would never want to deal with me again. And then you obviously you got it on a romantic sense, and then you got it with the dominant person romantically that's like maybe pile 2 would be interested in getting some coffee with me. There's at least one person on the table that's like, hey, I wonder if pile 2 would want to go get some coffee. Okay, and then go to my coffee cup readings. Okay, yeah, support the channel, especially since that card came out. Tell me more about pile 2, my orange coneflower. Who's secretly admiring my orange coneflower, and what is their potential next move? Interfere, getting, yes, it feels like date. Okay, stepping out of the comfort zone, working through their fears, right? It says, as you face your inner fears, you recognize what is holding you back from attracting a healthy and loving relationship with others and yourself. So like, yeah, some of this person's like talking themselves through it. Like, okay, you're gonna have to like stop being so scary and deal with, let pile 2 know that you're interested, right? Whether you know who this is or not, you know at least some of these people on the table. But the dominant person, you may be thinking of, like you may have somebody top of mind, but either way, it feels like someone that's kind of mustering up the courage. But getting to know each other says enjoy discovering new commonalities, goals, and dreams as you get to learn more about each other. So this is someone that definitely wants to like obviously get to know you, but like I'm getting like a coffee cup, like, hey, like let's have some coffee. I don't know why that's specific, but like that's, and it could just be an analogy for like this person wanting to like, you know, sit down one-on-one and get to know you, right? Tell me more about my pile number 2, who's secretly admiring them. And some of you is really casual, like it's someone that wants to truly be friends with you in this mix, okay? I've got attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. That was the first channel message I got. Clear your energy, release these old people. Okay. Some of you, I got a weird vibe of like someone wants you to know they released their ex. Because attraction feels like coming into you to let you know that they've released an ex. So I don't know what context that would be in, but some of you, like whoever I'm talking about, if that's applying for you, you know, okay? But some of you, there is at least one ex dominantly just tapping into your energy very actively, okay? Whether they're observing you on social media or asking about you or just always thinking about you and wondering. That's a thing, okay? So tell me, orange cone flower, please. And I'll get your advice after this one. We'll close it out. Who is secretly admiring my pile number 2? Tell me. Okay. All right. We got immaturity, childish, defensive, foolish, juvenile. Okay. So everything that we've talked about. So we've got that energy that you probably wouldn't want to deal with, that avoidant energy, possibly from the past. And I get some platonic indicators of that, like old, like ex-friends, as well as ex like partners in that mix that possibly were really immature. And it's not even the energy on the table is someone like kind of checking in on you but not wanting you to know, but like possibly missing you, but like really guilty and not really wanting to address it, because in order to like interact with you, they would have to like acknowledge, I guess, whatever the history is. So that's why immaturity is here. It's also here. Some of you have like a very youthful energy on the table. Like, and youthful is not like an age thing. It's an energy of like someone like, yeah, let me, someone that maybe sees you as a little more mature than them, if that makes sense. Now, especially since your card is an incoming of Oshun stepping onto the table, because it says sensuality, self-love, beauty, water, fertility. So you may come across as very confident, very strong, very mature, very together. And the person that's admiring you dominantly, that I do believe you would be interested in, feels a little lacking in comparison for whatever reason. Okay, that's kind of what it is. So that's kind of who, like someone that feels a little more immature to someone that's very self-aware and very grounded in all of the things. Okay. And then I will get your advice and close you out. Let me see. I was trying to make sure I didn't miss any of the messages from those two. There's definitely someone that sees you as a prize, that's for sure. So give me my advice for my pile number 2, my orange coneflower, please. What advice do we have? It's honestly not even, again, this immaturity feels like people feeling inferior. So I don't know what you do or what your energy is about to, but it just feels like people feeling inferior. All right, you got 2 landed on immaturity. So success, yeah. So you know what? You just prioritize your success. You be great. You just be excellent at everything. Like it feels like the people on the table think you are. And then prioritize your growth of energy. That's a huge theme today. Prioritize your energy and your health and your wellness. And then take this divine guidance. Trust your own personal intuition, right? And do what feels natural, okay? Especially when we talk about prioritizing your success, all right? So that is all I have for you today. My orange coneflower. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile 3, my golden moth orchids. Let's see who has a secret crush on you and their potential next move. So for those of you that are new here, I read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do read from a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself and the lesson in the journey. I'm excited because this pile is loud. It's like jumpy. Like I'm already channeling all kinds of random energy. Like it's chaos in the best way. Like I feel like something really good is going to happen with this pile. If you were called to pile 2, go there. There was a strong polarity, right? Light and shadow that tried to follow us here. If your lighter side of the pile follows you here, that's fine. If you pick both, that's fine. I don't care. I just don't want all this extra stuff coming through. Moth orchids. I have I feel like I have more than one reading with moths on it, but I know I recently did like a bird reading that has moths all over it, so you may want a pile from that because I keep seeing it and I'm sitting next to a window, y'all. I love my natural light for those of you that are new. But a moth just flew past. Like I know it's always weird and woo-woo when I'm doing readings, of course. And there's a random yellow car across the street that I've never seen before. Like I've never seen that car before. Never seen that car before. And it's like, it's actually a Mustang. It's a yellow Mustang. And that's the same color of your flower, which makes any sense, doesn't make any sense. Okay. So it's like 3D weird stuff happening, but it does all feel good. It feels really good. And also the bottom of your reset, look at you, your flower. It's funny because I didn't even realize that it's like a yellow tiger swallowtail because your orchid is yellow. So you're definitely in your right place, right space, especially if you were called to it for any of the reasons of the name. And then there's another orchid on the channel that may be yours. All right, so let's throw your dice. I almost forgot to do that. I'm gonna throw your dice, get you some messages, and then I'll get you an overview from that Enchanted Blossoms deck. All right, Saturn, 4th house. So much just hit me. Let me see. All right, sorry, I paused because I didn't want to make you sit here with me as I do all the things. I heard as this dice hit so many planets. So I'm going to leave with what I see here. Then I'm going to like tell you what I know is happening real time. And some of these may, like you may be in a planetary return. Okay. So some of you have Saturn in Scorpio, or this person does. Okay. But I very distinctly heard Mars in Scorpio. Okay. Now, currently the moon is in Scorpio. It's not like a major transit, right? Like with eclipse season, there was a recent new moon eclipse. But right now, like, there's not, like, outside of Venus being in Scorpio, maybe that's key. But 4th house is like where your home, family, and your comfort is. Okay. So Saturn in Scorpio will be key. But I'm telling you, I heard Mars in Scorpio. Okay. Definitely did. So I don't know who that is. That's the thing. So let me just slide you over. Some of you, this is just someone like Scorpio season could be relevant because I flipped it over to the sun. That's why Scorpio, this may be a Scorpio dominant person. That's maybe what it is. Some of you, I'm actually hearing this person has 4 key Scorpio placements. Okay. This person may have 4 key Scorpio placements. And also sun in Scorpio may be when something happens, whether it's real time for me because it's a timeless reading, or just whenever you find it, something about Scorpio season or the moon being in Scorpio or something like that, okay? All right, look at you, your dice being all super useful and all the things. Well, I'm gonna do that. I'm like trying to get it just in frame so that it doesn't throw us off. All right, let me get into it for my pile number 3. All right, who is secretly admiring my golden moth orchids? And what is their potential next move? I know this pile is already like it was a lie. Every pile has actually been a lie. But I told you guys in the intro, just something about the energy for this reading is a little bit different. So give me an overview for my golden moth. Okay. That was aggressive. It flipped and it landed and it was face down. Affection. Hey, look at you. The rose. Our original secret admirer readings, okay, were roses. Yeah, I know it's like it's feeling extra like woo-woo with the incense. Some of you, the roses, go to the rose. Like I know I sent you to the orchids already, but something about those roses, whether it's the yellow, orange, or even blue, like something about the roses, those will be people, like key people or a person, okay, here. But some of you, I'm even hearing like your original crush, right? Like a first, like original person that had a crush on you. Like I don't know what that means. But it hit and the incense started to fly. And I told you, like the energy with this pile is very interesting. So I'm just gonna take it. This is the person that has a lot of affection for you, that's for sure. Okay. So let me see it at the bottom. I got elegance and lily. So someone very elegant and very affectionate. Okay. It feels like someone very pronounced. I heard the word prominent, but the word I want to use is pronounced. And here comes another Mustang. Like everybody's got a Mustang today. I don't know what's going on. Like that may be like key indicators. Like I don't know what's going on outside. But this one's black. So like here we are, here we go with the Bumblebee Jasper. So I don't know. The energy around it's weird. So let me just flip these other cards. It feels I am hearing though this is someone that feels very pronounced. And also what's the vibe I'm trying to describe right now? It's like someone that's always put together even when they're not. You know what I'm saying? Like that's this person's energy. Like they're always put together even when they're not. Like they always look good even when they shouldn't. So good for you, because you know that's at least something that's a good indicator. Strong sense of smell. I don't know why that's a random thing, but tell me more about this pile 3. This golden moth orchid. Maturing energy of the Fool. Okay. So the Fool talks about new journeys, new beginnings, fresh starts, kind of free spirit. It feels like some of you would not want to hear from this distinct energy I just described. No. I lead with who you want. Okay, I lead with who you want. So some of you may have a little bit of a negative perception of this person depending on who it is. I'm not talking about your baggage and all the things, because if anything, the Fool is completely new from scratch energy. It actually is surprising, like shocking and surprising energy. Like you would be surprised. Okay, so let me see. Got the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. And then I have the 3 of Wands. Number 3 is definitely relevant. You've got, okay, this is your pile. So could be a life path number, could be a birthday. That's what I'm getting. Okay. But it feels like someone that's very good at like collaborating with other people, someone that's really good at looking ahead and looking forward and trying to see where they're going and kind of making sure they're on the right trajectory with their goals and their dreams, right? Because the Fool is the beginning of a journey. The Fool is the beginning of the Fool's journey. And it's like, okay, now I know what I'm going to need to do, the collaborations I'm not going to need to do, the pieces I need to put together so that I eventually, like, I get where I'm trying to go. Look at me. That's the vibe of this person, all right? Like, it feels someone like very confident and comfortable in making sure they reach any goal, all right? Make sure we're not like fading out right now. The bottom, I've got the 7 of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles. Someone that's very good at putting in all of the work, all of the effort, even if they have to by themselves, to make sure that things happen. Okay. So tell me more about my golden moth orchid. You know, this is the most, when I talk about the energy being very loud and not feeling like a love reading, like if you know me as a reader, if not, and you like it here, you'll get to know what I mean, and this will make sense a few readings in. My non-love readings have a certain cadence, a certain tone, certain element to them that I don't put all that effort into the loved ones because it's not usually necessary. Sometimes a reading like The Secret Admirer one will step in where it has the heavy energy of like a true channeled energy, and it's loud and it's spooky and all things like that. And I get that more prominently in this pile. So tell me more about my pile number 3, my golden moth orchids. Who is secretly admiring them? What is their next move, please? New Moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. So, you know, this is someone that's a giver. Look at that. Someone that's very giving, right? It feels acts of service, affection, and a time to give rather than take. This is someone that kind of like has that traditional Virgo energy. They don't have to have those placements. They could, or it could be Aquarius-based energy, or both. But it just feels like someone that's focused on their health, their wellness, right? Their day-to-day routine, right? Research, all of the things that they have to analyze to look ahead of what they want to go, where they want to go, who they want to be, and what they want to do, right? That's what I'm getting, okay? But again, a giver, someone that really truly is acts of service oriented, okay? At the bottom, I've got New Moon in Scorpio, work through your fears, okay? Someone that's kind of trying to work up the courage to engage you, okay? You have more than one pile for sure, okay? So like, I heard that distinctly. Like, I didn't see anything that said that. I heard it. Like, go to the other orchid. If you don't go to anything else, go to the other orchid, because it did come out the beginning of your pile, and that seems to be your flower for some reason, okay? And then maybe that'll give you clarity, okay? But someone that's really trying to work up the courage, and I even heard the word make up some time to engage you, okay? So tell me, I'm gonna pull from this one. Yeah, I'm pulling from this one. Tell me more about this golden moth orchid. Who has a secret crush on you, and what is their potential next move? I heard butterflies in their stomach, all of the things like that. It feels like anticipation. This is someone that's anticipating something regarding you. So whether it's someone you know and actively engaged, they anticipate hearing from you, seeing you, things like that. It's someone that's like, that golden moth orchid just looks so good. I think they're so great, and things like that. Okay. Okay, that's mirror. Mirroring each other, self-reflection, introspection, inner wounds. This is someone that feels like they kind of connect with you on a deeper level, right? Or would, right? Depending on their level of familiarity with you. They feel like you live similar lives, like you have similar lifestyles, similar goals, similar visions, similar dreams, okay? Like that it just feels like they feel like they look at you and they see themselves. Some of you, that's a dual meaning. There's a person that's connecting with you or would like to connect with you on a romantic level that wants to like deepen that and really take it there romantically. And then there's at least one other person that's like, I'll even say three, just because we have that's a key number on the table, that really wants, that's like, okay, I feel like how three and I, right, this golden moth orchid is really a lot like me, and we would be close. Like, this is someone that feels like you would be close with them. Not only just that one that wants you romantically, the Fool represents like Aquarius energy of like the 11th house. So that's like friends, and it's more like extended network, because people that will, you, some of you have people that would want to work with you. They think you fit the vision, they think you fit what they're trying to achieve. And like when it comes to work, okay, look at you, you got, like, I see it coming through. We got professional networks coming through, social networks coming through, that feel like you mirror what they're about. Okay, I was having trouble cutting through that with the long-term vision of the Three of Wands and the Three of Pentacles here, which talks about that collaborative spirit, right? And then the Fool, obviously that's house 11 of the networks, right? It's friends, but it's more friends with common goals, mission-based goals, versus close friends. I'm not saying I don't see close friends here. It just feels like close acquaintances. Like, I get that on the table, people like that. Okay, it was taking me a minute. Okay, so definitely someone that's really excessive in their desire for you is on the table, because I've got twin flames, which says yin yang and balance, union and duality, complement and polar opposites. And then I've got another union card, which says wedding rings, marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, devotion. We've got roses 2 times. There's someone that really like wants you, like, they're like, no, you know what, golden moth orchid is like it, that's my one. If they use that chaotic word, the twin flames, they're like, no, that's definitely my twin flame. It is what it is. That's the thing. Okay, and that's the loudest person on the table. But I do see some other people on the table in the best ways, connection wise. All right, we've got clock. There's a lot of efficiency and time on the table. Okay, it says needing time, cycles, takes time, time to heal, and progressing. Okay, clocks could be relevant. And we've got sunglasses, which embodies secret admirer energy, right? Because it says watching, looking, perception, and stalking. So some of you, like at least one person, some of these people are investing a lot of time in observing you and interacting with you on a level that maybe you don't know. Obviously, these day and age, the most obvious thing would be social media based. Others of you, if we're talking about projects and work, a lot of you, they're admiring your actual work, your creations. If you do acts of service, like they're like engaged with that type of work, especially where they do similar work, right? When we talk about professional networks, like research and all the things, they follow you there. That's what I'm getting for this pile. So look at you. But there's a lot of people that you don't realize are watching you in that type of instances, right? And it's in the best way. All right, we got teddy bear. There's that person. Okay. There's at least one, I'll say entity or whatever, because when we talk about professional and social engagements, that feel like you as an addition would kind of take things to the next level for them. Okay, whatever the mission is. But that one person is like a teddy bear, okay? Interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, wanting to date. Like there's someone that's really fixated on you on a romantic level in the sweetest sense. And this person is a giver, right? They're very much a giver. Like that's their love language, okay? So I don't know how that's relevant. Maybe that's going to be based on their next move, okay? So let me see if I can get more. Tell me more about my power to read, my golden moth orchids, who's secretly admiring them, and what is their next move. All right. I've got 2, I think I said butterflies in the tummy, and then I also got this in another pile. But it does say enjoy the overwhelming excitement and bliss of new or old love. Someone is excited and anticipating, like hearing from you or seeing you. I get that. Like it's the butterflies in the tummy. Like I can't wait. I'm excited. And I've got telepathy. Pay attention to the telepathic messages that are being sent and received at this time. Like they're like, I'm thinking of pile 3. I hope pile 3 is thinking of me. Like, so it's definitely someone that knows you on some level, because they seem to be hoping that you're thinking of them too. With the forehead and the telepathy, like they're like, I hope we're on the same page. I feel like we're on the same page with the mirroring. Okay. It feels like someone that's really excited and hopeful, and they feel optimistic in some sense that you definitely would be interested in them too, or that you are. Okay, because we got getting to know each other. It says enjoy discovering new commonalities, goals, and dreams as you get to learn more about each other. Like, it seems to be like a thing where they feel like you're on the same page, that you're going to get to know each other better. So I don't know, like, you should know who this is if they're thinking like that. Unless this person's not clear, because they just seem like, okay, we're on the same page. I feel like we're on the same page with this thing. Okay, some of you, this is a partner, a current partner that's a little more invested than you realize, because it's maybe early stages. They don't want you to know yet, and that's why they feel like you're on the same page. They're kind of like trying to feel you out to see if you're both at that same level of intensity. I got that. So tell me more about my golden. Look at me shaking the table. Okay. My golden moth orchids. Who's secretly admiring you, and what is their potential next move, please? The next move is like to be really excited about you and to make sure that you're on the same page. It's like, I need to make sure we're on the same page because I am serious, and things like that. Got attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Yeah. Making sure you know how attracted to you they are and things like that. Expressing their romantic feelings, right? It says your feelings are real and worth exploring. This is someone that feels all in and allowing themselves to be attracted to you, allowing themselves to feel it and being expressive of it. Okay, so I'm gonna pull from Melon Pop. I hope we got enough, because like, I don't know, I'm at my last deck. Yeah, I mean, it says you should know who this is, because you got soulmates. It says destiny, connection, love, unconditional incompatibility, and third eye talks about you knowing. It does say intuition, chakra blue, telepathy, and perception. So you've got telepathy on my table 2 times, and you actually have blue on my table 2 times. So that could be relevant. I'm going to get this card, and then I'll get you some advice, and we'll close you out. Who is secretly admiring my pile number 3? My golden moth orchids, please. And what potential next moves? What do we need to know from this deck regarding my pile number 3's secret admirers? Okay, this is our second time coming out. We got manipulation here. Control, influence, devious trick, exploitative fool. Someone's being manipulative. It doesn't feel shadow-like. I actually actively ignored the shadow, so there was a different pile. If you were called to it, just go to it. Maybe there, but we've got Oshun here. Sensuality, self-love, beauty, water, and fertility. This could be the person. This could be how this person sees you. I say this could be the person, like Oshun, right? Like, not literally Oshun, but in someone that kind of would embody that energy, if that makes sense. And then this parrot, both of these have come out more than once, like in different piles. So that's funny. And the parrot is actually very closely associated with Oshun. So that could be symbolic in some way. If this is energy aligned with you, then this is your confirmation you're in your right place, right space. I have tons of readings for those of you that are new, so check out the channel, have fun and all the things. But this is someone that really is vibrant, very, very attractive. I reference being affectionate and elegant. This is someone that is very, very attractive. A lot of people would be interested in this person, okay? Whether they are loud in personality or expression or not, something about their energy is just like a vibrant aura that you would associate with Oshun, okay? Very, very, you would be attracted to this person. And I mentioned that I lead with who you would be most attracted to. This is like my first pile I've ever had where I'm like, there is no way you're not interested in this person. Everybody's interested in this person. That's funny. So let me get your advice and close you out. This is a person very few people would say no to. I think that's funny. Tell me more about, oh no, not more. We're closing this out. This person's energy is so loud and I'm like, tell me more. Absolutely not. We're closing you out. Pile number 3. Give me your advice for my pile number 3 for my golden moth orchid, please. Like I said, this is an energy that this person embodies regardless of gender, and it could also be how they see you. I have a parrot on the channel, and maybe you're the person that goes to all the gold readings. Okay, so if you feel like you didn't really get much clarity here, then go to the other readings. I have so many readings aligned with that energy that probably will clear things up for you. Okay, so tell me my advice for my pile number 3. What does my pile 3 need to prioritize, especially as it relates to the secret admirer? I told you this was my loudest pile. It makes sense. Wisdom and courage. So you need to become a little more wise and a little more courageous. And we have banishing a curse. So banish a curse talks about clearing anything that would be in your way regarding just the things you want in life anyway. Cause this feels like goal oriented. So cause I remember I saw not just a person that's crazy about you romantically. I saw like social professional connections that seem to be network based that could help support you in other areas of life. So use your wisdom to be a little more courageous towards the things that you want and your goals, and being more courageous in expressing yourself, because the story with the parrot and Oshun feels like more expression, right? Individuality, it's expression based, right? Sharing yourself wholly based, right? So making sure you do that, okay? And clearing any energy that limits you from projecting your energy out in that way, all right? Go to the piles with this energy. You will know when you see them, they are loud, all right? And your piles will call you. So that is all I have for you today, my golden moth orchids. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 4. Like, I'm just not realizing I need to cleanse your dice. The incense I was using just burned out, so just bear with me because your pile is chaos already and confusion. Not in a bad way, in the best way, right? So remember, you chose the orange marigolds, and I don't know why I'm saying it in a plural sense, okay? I don't know why I say it in plural sense, but we're looking to see who's secretly admiring you and their potential next move, and I always lead with what you would be most interested in. I don't think I'll have a problem with that with this pile because all of this mess that's on my table, we'll take a look at it in a second. But for those of you that are new, we read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do read from a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. Remember, if you came from the intro, it's fine if you did not. This is like the second marigold I have. I have another like orange gold reading that I did during the Lionsgate 8/8. I actually think pile 4 is the marigold. I didn't check, but you may have another pile there, okay? This feels like my group of kind of woo-woo a little bit. For those of you that are like that. So those are my spiritualists, people that are a little bit into tarot and anything like that. If it, some people are into some new agey things, some people are into just non-traditional religions and things that may be a little bit on the occult side. This feels like that potential pile, or the person, right, that you're coming here to learn more about has that vibe. Okay, I'm gonna throw your dice in a second, but I have to finish with your decks. So this is your reset, right? Like, this is how I stack my decks. It's slanted because I moved it from the left side of the table. At the bottom of this deck, you have this weird twin flame vibe. Okay, let me just see. I don't even know what's at the bottom of this one. You've got self-love, flirt. So someone's going to be, I got a really loud, aggressive energy, but the reason why I'm pulling all of the decks apart is because I already had it here. Okay, I already had it here. So those of you that love that chaotic label, have at it. I'm about to move this back, and then I'm going to talk about what's going on with this deck, okay? I'm going to talk about what's happening with this deck because I'm just trying to get everything together so that I can do your reading. And in me trying to do that, it's like chaos. I'm coming. like the energy of the person that's secretly admiring you most is very loud. I did something weird with the deck when I was trying to shuffle, and some kind of way whatever this card is flipped, and I'm trying to fix it. We're already, because I'm like, okay, spiritual connection, which you got twin flame twice, right? So this is someone that may see you as such, or it just may be a high intensity type of connection, because again, I lead with who you would be interested in, right? Very close connected. This is a Chinese peacock. When I tried to fix this, I got the Innocence card of the actual peacock, and I do have a daisy on the channel, so if you want to, you can check that one out. I have a lot of dream readings on the channel as well. If you're interested, go check those out. But whatever this is, the rose is back. Bravery, I mentioned hot and heavy coming in quickly, so let me give you sorry, I don't mean to knock you over here, just trying to stabilize your pile. Maybe this is the person trying to stabilize. Maybe I'll shuffle this in a second, but let me throw your dice for my Marigold. I didn't expect this vibe from the Marigold at all, I'm not gonna lie, but here we are, here we go. We got Venus, we got 11, and we've got Libra. So some of you, this is someone that has a Venus in Libra, which I just love that this is just someone that's very invested in you, because Venus in Libra is an excellent placement. Venus actually rules the sign of Libra, okay? So I love to see when people, like, it's kind of like traditional love, right? That's kind of the vibe, like someone that sees you as their ideal partner, right? If I'm going to use Venus in Libra as a transit, right, it's someone that feels like a partner that really balances them out, right? A partner that just really fits what they want, their desires, their ideal standards of beauty and attraction. Like, that's what this person sees in you, especially with the 11th house placement. I actually like the 11 here, for those of you that like that chaotic twin flame label, because 1 and 1, right, like that's kind of a number associated with that, right? Like twins and things like that. Now, 11th house is Aquarius based energy. It is where we network, it's where we connect, it's where we're social, it's where we have common goals and dreams and hopes, right, and wishes. So that's what this person thinks of when they think of you, and that's kind of what was attracting them to you. They feel like their expression towards their goals, their wishes, their outside connections, they feel like you work really well with that Venus and Libra. So it just feels like someone is like really admiring you and feel like you just fit really well into their life, their world, and what they want to kind of achieve, right? Like they feel like you're on the same page in that sense. So I like it. Makes me happy to see. So check you out with this person. So let me pull an overview here. We'll pull an overview here, and then I will get you some tarot, and we'll try to see who this is exactly, because they seem to think highly of you, like they think so much of you, okay? Like, if I had to say, of all the secret admirer piles I'm doing today, which one is the most secret admiring, right? Like the one that's most stuck on the person, this is the one, okay? This is the one. I guess this is the one, okay? So tell me about my pile number 4, my orange marigolds, please. Memory, forget me not. So, you know, color may be relevant, but I just feel like this is someone that really thinks of you a lot. Like they think of you a lot, they reflect on you a lot. You're the pile of a lot of people from your past just reflect on you a lot. You're very difficult to forget. You are. You truly are. And so while you with you being such a memorable person, okay, there's so many people admiring you, and so many people connecting with you, so many people that think of you often, okay, that don't forget you, okay? Now, this one person in particular thinks about you all the time. I have memory readings on the channel. Go to the ones with memory associated with it. You may get clarity there. Let me slide this. Okay. This may be someone also with Pisces, Scorpio, or Virgo placements, because as I'm like shifting, that may be a thing as well, okay? So, or a combination of those, okay? I've got love with lilac. That's also a secret admirer reading, so go to that one. That's your pile as well. All right. So memory and love. This is someone that feels so good when they think of you, and the more they think of you, the more attracted to you they are. Like this is someone that's invested. That's so sweet. I'm excited for you. So let me See what's going on. Tell me who this is so that I can help out my pal fours. I feel like a partner in crime right now. Like, oh no, we're gonna uncover this mystery because this is something good. Tell me about the orange marigolds. Who is secretly admiring my orange marigolds? I mean, worst case, I guess go to the lilac pile, go to all of those memory piles, okay? And you definitely have another marigold on the channel, okay? So who's secretly admiring my orange marigold? What is their next move? To be all in love. Look at that. We got the Page of Cups, the goldfish. Feels like offers of love. It feels like offers of affection, right? Very loving, very caring messages and conversations. This one's loud, so we'll take it. We've got the Devil. Okay, the Devil talks about control. It feels like you know, I mentioned that kind of 11th house vibe. Devil rules 10th house. That's Capricorn based energy, right? So which rules like your career, your social status, right? It talks about your reputation, your outside world, right? It just feels like really going out of their way to engage you on a level that makes sure you know they prioritize you, not just like liking you, but like merging lives with you. Like that's kind of what I'm getting. Like this is a person that wants to make it very clear that like they want to like merge lives with you. Is this reverse? No, it's not. The Three of Cups in reverse. So here's the funny part. Now this is this is a very honest person. Okay, I'll give them that because I don't get a liar on my table, and I don't even know that I normally notice enough. You know what I'm saying, when I tap in with this energy. But it's relevant to what I'm about to say because Page of Cups is like messages and conversations and getting to know you on a romantic level. This is someone that's going to be like, listen, I don't have time for all kinds of stuff. I work and I don't go outside. Like the Three of Cups is like social, engaging with friends and things like that. Like this is someone that wants you to know, like will very clearly say, like, I do not be outside like that. Like I'm not very social. I work, I prioritize like my work, my things that I'm doing, and then I go home and I'm not outside like that. Okay? And the reason why I said what I said, like this person is not like, I don't feel like this is a liar. 11 is definitely a number because I'm like looking out the window still, y'all. Like I sit next to the window so I can, I guess, tap in. I'm seeing the number 11 past me. It's crazy. So like I'm looking directly at the number 11 for this pile. So this person does not be lying like that. Okay, so it just feels like someone that wants you to know that. And this is also the channeled energy of this is, you will know because this is a person that does not be outside like that. They work, they prioritize that, and that's what they do. Okay, so it's also someone that doesn't date it like that. Like this is someone that's like, I work a lot, I like you, but normally I'm focused on my work and my things that I'm doing. Like dating and all of that is not my priority. And not to like throw it at you. It's more of a making sure you know, like I'm very invested in you. That's what I want you to know because like I do not be outside. I don't know why that's a thing. Nine of Pentacles is someone that is very single. They're like, I don't be worried about dating like that. That's not my thing. But I'm interested in you. Okay? That's what I've got for this group. So I like this person. It's a very interesting character. So let me see what's going on. Let me see what Moonology has to say about my orange marigolds. Alright. My orange marigolds. Who was secretly admiring my orange marigolds? What's their next move? Alright. Well, shaking the table. I've got South Node. Now it's incoming and reverse, so the bottom is really gonna have to help me because it does say don't let the past hold you back. But like I'm actually okay, I'm taking it in reverse. Incoming energy of not letting your past hold you back in a sense of not repeating past mistakes and truly not letting their past hold them back from progressing with you. Devil could be someone with a past and memories like regarding love that may not be the greatest, hence that I'm single vibe and I don't be dating like that. Like that could be the thing. But in reverse, it just says memory, right? Someone that focuses on the past a lot, for better for worse. But when it comes to you, it feels like can't quite shake you, can't quite stop thinking about you. Like something about you, it feels special. We did again have those twin flame cards 2 times, 2 different decks, and I didn't even break out that deck because I put it to the side once I realized I have other decks I want to use now, at least for a little bit. But like 2 twin flame cards from decks that are actually not twin flame decks at all. So there you go. Like that's kind of how this person's energy. And they don't have to know those chaotic labels. It's just the intensity of, I do not be outside dating like that. Like it feels like someone that's like, I'm not a person that like this feels like someone that's really not interested in dating. Like at all. And it could be for like traumatic reasons or just busy, right? That's what I'm getting. But can't shake you specifically, and we'll make it very clear if you don't know who this is when they kind of engage you romantically. I do have the offer. It's your first tarot card of Page of Cups, of like, let me make sure Pile 4 knows that I'm interested in them like that and that I can't shake them. Full moon in Capricorn, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Okay. This seems to be a person that's invested in you enough to, and I don't know why this would be relevant because all of you are living different experiences. Whatever difficulty you may be experiencing, or they may be, either way, they don't seem to care, right? Like this is not someone that's like, because when with the end of a tough cycle approaches, it feels like someone that's not going to let whatever delay them. I don't know what that would be, because again, I'm going to read it generally like that. And I must be talking too much because like I got the rasp. But like, right, don't let your past hold you back in reverse. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Like I'm gonna prioritize this past, right? If that makes sense. And Capricorn is again the sign that rules the devil, even though this full moon happens in the summertime during Capricorn season. So that could be relevant messages. Tell me more about this orange marigold, please. Who is secretly admiring my orange marigold, and what is their next move? It's definitely giving, I can't stop thinking of the marigold vibes. All right, well, your bottom is over here. All right, we'll take this one too. So 4 cards. 4 is definitely a number. I don't know why. It's going to be either what, a birthday, what, life path, something like that. Lucky number. We've got talking, interested, awaiting messages, text, calls, email, talking more. So that's definitely the next move. Hey, that's the next move. I mentioned that Page of Cups. You got love call, expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you, informing you. Listen, talking, love, call, boom. Directly making sure you know. I said, like, this is a person that's going to be like, listen, I'm not really, like, I don't date like that. I'm not really interested in that, but, like, I'm interested in you specifically. Like, not trying to butter you up and make you feel special, but, like, making sure you know, like, I don't really take interest in people that much because I have other priorities. Okay? If that makes sense. It could feel arrogant, but I don't get those vibes. It's just talking and love call, though. So there you are. There you go. And then we've also got picture. Looking at pictures, missing you, memory. Okay, nostalgia, make new memories. Not letting the past go. Clinging to the memories and wanting to make more. Like that's someone that's not really looking to let you go. You can see the 3 cards, and then boom, soulmates, soul connection, partnership, soul contract, life partner. I told you this person's I don't know how you're connected to this person, but they're very like invested. Okay. I like this combination. I like this pile. It's so clear. I don't know who this is or if I've given you enough to figure out who it is. But I'll tell you, I don't feel like you're going to find out who this is. I do. And go to the other piles. Maybe that'll help you. But we got addiction, codependent, obsession, restraint, possession, and control, emotional block. This is someone that really is like fixated on you. It doesn't feel unhealthy like addiction implies, but it just feels like someone that just can't quite shake you. They feel connected to you, if that makes sense. Okay. So someone that's very possessive a little bit when it comes to you as well. Okay. The devil is about control, possession and controls here. So this is someone that they may have slight controlling tendencies. Like that may be their personality. They may be a little possessive, right? Like this is someone, you'll know them in your interactions with them because they don't like it when other people, like, I heard the words get too close, but express interest in you. Like that's a thing that they don't care for. Okay. So you'll know at some point. So let me see. Tell me more about my pile number 4, my orange marigold. Who is secretly admiring my orange marigold? Some of you, this is a mirroring thing. That's why we got the 11s and the twin flames. Like someone that is like you. Like this is someone that may be secretly admiring you, that you are actively interested in. That's probably why the pile is so intense. Got it. Like this may be, like that's what Venus in Libra, like because Libra implies like, like a duality, like two halves of a scale, like mutual interest. So tell me more about my pile number 4, my orange marigold. It's probably why I'm getting the throat thing. It's probably you. You like know that I'm like telling you about somebody you're actively interested in. Like I hate it when the energy is weird on the table and it's for the most basic reason. Like, oh, like the person on the table is somebody you like. That's funny. Tell me more about my pile 4, my orange marigold, please. Who's secretly admiring my orange marigold? And tell me potential next move. I mean, we got a very clear next move for my orange marigold. Okay, 2. For whatever reason, I heard 2 as in like the number 2, and also that is orange. Like if you like the color orange for whatever reason, or you felt called to 2 orange piles, that's probably why. Boom, there you go. We got quality time. It says quality time means putting away the phone and clearing your brain of anything distracting so you can ensure that your partner is the number one focus. This is someone that would have to actively make quality time. I mentioned like I don't be dating like that. That's not something I prioritize. This is someone that would like, that will prioritize time with you, and it will be something they have to actively do just based on the way that they move. Okay. But you'll get that, and that will be a clear indicator. Okay. And we got sexual healing, and it says sexual energy can be used to reconnect, let your bodies release some tension, and enjoy pleasure. There's someone you got some huge sensual chemistry with. This is someone that is very much attracted to you in this way. This is someone that is grown and very clearly, very openly will be wanting to engage you in that way. Okay. And we have safe place. There's nothing like being able to let your guard down and know that you are protected by your partner's love. Okay. Look at you. Safe place. I mentioned like a little bit of a possessive energy. It is a very protective energy as well. So let me pull from this one. This is someone that has or will create an element of safety when it comes to just you and your comfort. And that's part of that energy I was getting. Like, there's a lot of talking on the table, but making sure you know, like, hey, I don't be outside like that. I don't date a lot. Like, to make that safe space for you, to make it clear to you, like, hey, I'm not dating you and a bunch of other people. That's not something that, like, I'm interested in doing. I'm not, like, actively looking for a bunch of people. I'm not even actively, I wasn't actively looking for a partner in some instances. Like, I just felt really connected to you and wanted to get to know you. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, it feels like a really clear person, right? I got all that. This channel, this feels like a really clear person. So tell me more about this orange marigold, please. Who's secretly admiring my orange marigold? And what is their potential next move? I'm going to be very direct and clear with their intentions towards you. Oh, look at me. We got safe place. Making you comfortable, making you feel more optimistic about them, especially if this is someone you would be hesitant about, because it says stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Just creating a positive energy surrounding you and them. Okay. The bottom I got, yeah, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So you've met this person before for sure. It's not some random stranger, but creating a sense of optimism and making it very clear that they see that you could be the one for them. Okay, I like it. Feels very grown, very mature. Okay, all right. Give me my last message. I will get you advice after this Melon Pop deck and close you out. Yeah. My last message for my pile number 4. Tell me about this person that is secretly admiring my orange marigold. Okay, don't destroy the deck. I did see the Hermit just now. I just saw a powerful man, so look at you. That's either you or this person. Virgin is coming out. Feels like 9 of Pentacles energy, honestly. Tell me more. My pile number 4, please. Who is secretly admiring my pile 4? Oh, okay. This deck is like, I gotta, if you don't, you know what? This deck wanted multiple cards. That's why, like, I saw so many just now. It's like, oh, she's only gonna let me pull one, so let me make sure it's the right one. You know, that's kind of this person's energy with you. Like, they're like, this is not someone that dates around. Like, when they date people that they feel like they could have a long-term thing with it. So it's like, I'm only gonna do this one, so I want to make sure it's the right one. Because, like, this is someone that's like, they're not really dating just to be outside. Like, this is not, like, I hate to say it like this, but this person is not like super horny and outside. Like, that's why you have sexual healing, because like it feels like my body is a temple kind of energy, and it's not a gender specific thing. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I know the energy on the table feels like something you would primarily get from, like, because a lot of you here probably going to be like, this feels like me, and I have a largely feminine audience. This feels like a masculine with that. We saw the card, so whatever this is, okay, fine, I'll let the deck say what it wants to say. Yeah, because this is the bottom. But I'm just saying, like, this person is just very particular. Okay, so let me see. But I like it because it was clear and easy to read, right? I said this person's not super horny and outside. I'm not saying they don't have a sex drive. They definitely do. Definitely do when it comes to you, because we've got it 2 times. Would spice things up, okay? Exciting, kinks, unusual, mix it up, new things, and fantasies. You may actually be surprised based on, I guess, this person's energy and demeanor at their sensual energy, okay? So tell me more. We got wild card. What? We got 2 wild energies. This person is a little more shocking and outgoing than you think when in a safe connection, okay? But wild card says abstract, unpredictable, art, multifaceted, and museums. Some of you okay, so there's 2 polarities in who this is. This is someone that either you have no idea who it is and you're going to be shocked in a good way, or like you know exactly who this is, and maybe they engage you in a shocking way, or you're shocked that, I don't know, somebody you know, however, is interested in you like that, okay? I got voodoo. I mentioned this being my like woo-woo pile and all the things. Marigolds feel woo-woo. They are like, you know, that type of flower, but it says magic, practice, power, spell works, beliefs, and rituals. That's not that kind of reading though with this combination. But I mean, this is someone you're gonna have a very active, healthy relationship with. If it progresses to that. But this is a person that feels very powerful, very strong in all of the ways, like energetically, spiritually, as well as like when we talk about the physical plane. Okay, so we've got that. All right, at the bottom. That's why it's like, oh no, don't give me one card. I want multiple. So much I have to say. So much I have to say. We got trapped, imprisonment, caught, blockages, cornered, and stuck. Locking it down. Like, this is someone that feels like they want like one partner. They don't want you dealing with anyone else. I'm telling you, like, this, I mean, it might be a slight shadow edge of the obsessive, possessive energy of this person really, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a secret admirer. So it doesn't feel like someone you're dating, but they feel very possessive. Like, this is 100% someone that, like, so like, let's say if you see this person at the gym. I like my gym. I like my grocery store. I like my coffee shop examples, right? You see this person at any of those places, and you see them often, you small talk, and then like you go about your day, like you got your coffee, you're going to work. Well, this person would, like, if they see somebody else noticing you, they'll be like, so listen, just leave that marigold alone, don't worry about it. And like the person will be like, but I thought the marigold was just like carefree and single. Yeah, they're single in theory. I've already got plans. Like this is definitely someone that will confront somebody else. That's what I'm saying. So like, or even if not directly, it would be a hostile energy. You know what I mean? Like they would be like who are you and why are you like engaging the marigold? Like it's not a friendly energy when it comes to people that they see as like competition for you. It's not friendly at all. Okay, so let me get your advice. Number 4, and then we will end the reading. It's been a little bit of an adventure. Check you out. All right, you got banish a curse. So there's a little woo-woo energy on the table. What's that? And letting go. So what is that? If a shadow side where we know there's some chaotic energy, chaotic person on the table, leave it alone. Like literally, if you feel like I'm reading someone that you're like, no, that person's chaotic and I cannot, like I gotta leave them where they are, like because you know, like you have a history and all the things. We have a banish a curse, we have voodoo on the table, we have let go, like do whatever you need to do to like make sure that's like that chaotic energy can't come towards you. But give me advice for the lighter side of the power, because I don't feel like I acknowledge the shadow at all. The shadow is actually a chaotic, obsessive energy, if we're being quite honest. Like a chaotic, obsessive, in a dangerous way energy. But I didn't read it because it's public collective reading, and I don't like to fearmonger, and I don't want y'all thinking that's what I'm trying to do. But if you know I'm describing somebody and it's not like a thing that should be, because even the description of the last thing, it's a line, right? Like if lines and boundaries have been crossed, then the boom, boom, right? All right. Give me some advice from my lighter side of the pile, please. For my pile number 4, my marigold. We do have magical power. This is your confirmation, though, that you, like, this is a strong connection, okay? Like, step into your power as a person and regarding this person. And that's lighter and shadow side, but the lighter side of this power is like, step into your power with this person. Like there's a super powerful energy that seems to come from this specific connection. Like my lightest end, I don't know what your purpose is in connecting with this person. It just feels very powerful, very impactful in some way. Okay, so let me close you out. Okay, so apparently this advice is going to be something that you really need to pay attention to, that I really need to lock in with. Because I was mentioning that this is like a monumental connection. Like I don't know what it is. Because this is my woo group. So they're talking about non-traditional religions or just life path, life purpose. So when we talk about people that come together for creation of life, creation of projects, like, you know what I mean? Like yeah, we're looking at it from a love romantic perspective, right? But like think about the connections that like the groups of people that come together to create a lot of the things that we use day to day. Like I don't want to make it seem so expansive, but that's a good example of like how many things that we use day to day that if certain people hadn't come into contact with one another had never existed. Like that's kind of what I'm getting from like this type of connection, regardless of however large or small, right? But it doesn't have to be this big worldly thing. It could simply be coming together to create a very specific person, or coming together to you know, build a school, teach at the school, right? Like, cause like a good example in a non-romantic sense is kind of like two people that end up at the same workplace, and then they revamp the whole system, and now the workplace is better for all 100, 200 people that work there, right? Like it just things like that, because we're all connected and we're all meant to impact one another in a variety of levels. That's what I'm trying to get at. So let me get this advice for my pile number 4. Change. We got the chameleon, so transition, transform, evolve, grow. Okay, so use the guidance to change and evolve and grow. Okay, so that is your advice. Okay, so that is all I have for you today. My pile number 4. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching.